Well, you just do your thing. Come on, Anna. Good afternoon. Anyways, hi. Actually had a few private message if I'm actually going to be at the pre-show, since I only had a day and a half in Palm Spring. Good afternoon. It's about, how hot is it out here? 115 outside of Montclair, California, and it is warm. But luckily, we're by the swamp cooler. That's cool. Wow. Norman is showing me a plant to distract me. You have to stop distracting. He did that to me last time, and I lose the train of thought. You know. Payback is a. You know what, Norman. So, again, my name is Jamie Fang. The youngest of the Fang of Norman's Orchids, orchids.com, the Orchid Affair. We do have our previous podcast on YouTube under Norman's Orchids, so you can please subscribe or let your friends know, family around the world that is not in the U.S., because we only take people in the U.S. So today, every day I have this dilemma, what are we going to do Saturday? So usually I think about it on the way here. I try to ask Norman, he wanted me to make iced tea. I can make sun tea. It's hot enough. Anyway, so today I think we have a request. We have a request of making micro miniature Phales for arrangement. So on my way in, I just kind of grab whatever is in my way. So look what I found. This is usually for holidays, but I actually have this at home for my earrings, my bracelets. So this is kind of, you know, it's like I said, I always do things out of the norm. I hang my earrings and stuff, but in holiday time, I use this for orchid arrangements. So I just grab a container, because obviously we don't like this ugly one. Mezzalina, you can grab, or any branch you have, and just nail it into a planter box. You can actually use it as an arrangement, but I think it's a little bit top heavy. So I just grab something that I can fit it in. Okay. Happy Labor Day weekend. Anybody online? It's too hot to go anywhere anyways. So I think today we'll just do an arrangement. Are you going to be able to see, Roger? Mm-hmm. So to get this all settled, instead of newspaper, I grabbed some rocks. So I'm just kind of going to nudge it in a little bit. Hannah, why don't you come up? Did you say hi? Annabelle, did you say hi to everybody? Okay, so I think this will work for now until we get a hold of it later. And if you can find a Lazy Susan, this is the best. You can just twirl it around. So I just grab a whole bunch of plant. I don't know what we're doing. We're just going to see what comes about. And ideally, when you do arrangement, is get your plants all watered. Get it all watered, because then that way you don't have to do it for another week or 2 weeks. So I grab some path. And arrangement is, you know, there's really no right and wrong way to do it. Only, you know, the scale, I think. The color, everything is up to your preference. I mean, ultimately it's your arrangement, so I'm just prepping to see what I like. Let me just have this for a minute in my way so I can see what I'm doing. And again, I just grab a whole bunch of plants, so there's really no idea what I'm doing yet. So I have a green path, so I brought a green Phal. So everything is going to be somewhat a little bit harmony. Perfect. And then we have some tricks to show you today, so stay tuned. Who's on?
We have a lot of folks on.
Yeah.
Ernesto's on, Joe's on, Carrie's on, Eileen's on,
cool.
Cara's on.
How does everybody like our jumpers? We've been having a lot of jumpers. And I think I decided to jumper on 10 o'clock every Sunday, so I don't have to remind everybody. Now that I learned we could schedule things. Okay, so this is what I got so far. And here's a trick I'm teaching today. And don't trip. We have a latecomer. Oh, and we have Dorothy here. Dorothy is our new board director. She was gracious enough to accept the secretary position that we had a gap in. So Dorothy is here, and we obviously have Gia here as well. That just not Hannah. So thank you, Dorothy, for joining us. So I think that's looking good so far. Okay, here's what I'm trying to teach or share ideas. This is what I have, what I created for my shop before, Orchid Affair. And you could also use anything you want. You could use burlap, fabric, whatever you have at home. But this is what I use at the shop. Because, you know, most of my stuff goes out to studios and to movies and big hotels. So I don't think I could get away with burlap. And I know people's going to want to know if they could buy this. Let me figure out where they are first. And if they are, then I'll put it on jumpers or announce it. These are synthetic wire moss. So I use these for restaurants. So, because restaurants, sushi bars that we have a lot of, you cannot really have live moss. So this is what I use to moss things when I have restaurant accounts and stuff like that. So you wonder what I need this for, right? This is what I need it for. I'm wrapping. I'm wrapping my plant. And I'm using my handy twist tie, wires. And again, what is Jamie up to? I never know until I'm done. 30 years at Orchid Affair in downtown, selling to top-notch studios and stuff like that. You cannot be stale. I'm forever inventing myself. Right? Now we wrapped it up. We no longer see the plastic pot, right? Then I'm gonna grab a wire. I'm gonna make myself a hanger, and I think I'm gonna hang this plant. Right, we're just kind of gonna wire it and nest it. See? So it's almost look like it's out in the forest, and you got moss growing, synthetic moss growing. And here we are. Oh, Brian. Brian, did you just blow me a kiss? And of course, Brian's here. And I'd like to thank Jeff, our director, obviously, and Roger, our cameraman, and Brian is our handsome assistant. Right? How's that, guys? You like it? Whoa. Somebody needs to turn off their phone. So again, I love these wires because they really look like they belong outside and they belong on this wrench. Again, you want to use the wire twist tie. And I do it really quickly. I've been doing this for 30 years. So again, poke it through, make your own little loop to hold it, push it back up. I am actually excited about people really enjoying our jumpers. Now I get to pull plants for everybody plus my own. I think I had a couple of nice jumper went home last week that I didn't even have time to post till yesterday. I think this is coming along, guys. What do you think?
I would have never thought to do that. It's really cool.
It's cool, huh? So we have a path there. I think Norman's talking about this micro mini path. I think Norman's on this one, right? He's talking about this path, right? So I think I'm going to incorporate a path in there as well.
It's kind of like they're mounted.
Yeah,
Mounted
in a
orchid.
way, I'm mounting my own orchid. Make it normal. So I have one more. I'm trying to figure out if we want to do one more, if we want to hang anything. But this one is kind of heavy. Again, maybe I'll just explain to you. At the nursery, we just clip everything until things are ready to go out. So again, I like to use these wire. I like these wire better than a clip because millibug time, which is now, and I know we have some too, and there's no way any grower or nursery will not have any millibug at this time of year. And if you get some, I apologize, just wash it off and alcohol it. I mean, I have some that I grew from last year that has millibug at home, and Roger went out and bought me some Fang because it's lack of circulation of air. And these wire I love because the millibug cannot hide in here. They'll hide in the clips, they'll hide in a twist tie. So just cut as you need, and because I really don't like clips on my orchids because I think it distracts from the orchid itself. Do we have any new members? If you are a new member, can you just say hi? We would like to welcome you. And our previous podcast will be under, is it events? Under events, or you could go to YouTube under Norman's Orchids.
Or videos.
Or videos.
And under announcements.
Under announcement is for this week.
But the best is to find the old ones on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is the old ones. Again, please let everybody know if they don't have a Facebook group and they like to enjoy our video. What do you think, Mama? Cool, huh?
I thought you summoned me.
I didn't summon you. I just gotta say stay tuned.
I gotta roll.
Did you say that out loud? Did you hear?
No.
Oh, good. Thank
I
God.
need a beep button.
You need a beeper.
It's hot!
Norman didn't say a bad word. He just said something that we didn't really need to know.
It's a heat!
It is.
It's a heat. Now I understand why women go through.
Oh my God, Norman, go away. Norman, it's kind of funny sometimes, in an odd way. So these are wire, so that's why I could stretch them. I can make them scutcheon. You know, did you know I did the Hunger Game? I think 1 or 2. The second one, or is it the third one? They went to Hawaii. So obviously I can't send orchids. So what we did was I did silk. The challenging things about doing the movies is you have to be able to duplicate 6 months or 8 months or 9 months later on when they need to reshoot the film. That's always been challenging for me to kind of predict if we're going to have certain product. I always say white. Why don't you just do white? We always have white. You know, obviously they always want to do the oddball stuff. So for the Hunger Game, I did a lot of silk so we could just ship it to Hawaii and then just attach it to out in the forest or island.
That one has nice leaves, Jamie.
This is gorgeous. This should be on Norman's too, show and tell. I just grabbed it. And the best thing about these, usually I make it and go to somebody's house. Somebody's house. I wouldn't name names. I'll send it home. I'm gonna have dinner with Pops and Auntie. Okay, and then again, this may not hold it, so I might have to do. Because remember, you know, whoever bought it at the store, they would have to eventually drive this home. So you want to make sure everything is anchored right.
Wendy Fisher wants to know if this is the same wire that's available to buy.
Yeah, that's remember buy
And you have it.
6 get.
You have it up on the.
Yeah, it's online. Yeah.
So this is the same wire you use.
In the smaller package. This is my commercial package. Yes. I always make sure, I'm going to ask you guys to keep this in hand, so whenever you need it, you'll have it. And this thing is good for also wiring a smaller, weaker stem that you could just rope around it. So I think this is pretty good.
That is gorgeous.
Oh, Dorothy, you have to say so. I'm not finished stuffing everything yet. Thanks, Gia. Gave me a heart attack. She gave me the heart attack.
You caught it so fast, though.
Well, trust me, done this a few years. Just a few years. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this is membership drive month, remember? For Phil Fanatics. So, I think I said we're gonna, Norman's Orchid's gonna donate a plant for people, to help with the membership drive. So, if I could have just people that join themselves or bring me a friend. So, can you imagine we have 171 member now. Everybody just bring me one friend. We're already at our target to hit our endowment, 300, 340, 350, I think we'll discuss. So please consider that as bring one friend, just one. And if you have more than one friend, I'm sure you do.
I don't.
Me neither.
You don't have more than one friend?
No.
Well, get one.
I've been trying. It's not easy.
Get one. I don't want to
My
hear
doctor tells me to stay in. You're telling me to go meet people.
You're already on line of 2,300 people. You don't have to go anywhere. Right? So we you could also use a wire to cover everything. And everybody, I think people in Florida, they have these airplanes everywhere. So you could wire the airplane in. You can wire the airplane in. I'm just gonna tuck it for now, for sake of time. Right? Isn't this cool?
It's gorgeous.
See, when you do it, it looks cool. I bet you when I do it, it looks silly.
Well, I think it will look great. You know why? Because it's your taste. It's the way you like it. I'm not here to tell you what's right and what's pretty. I'm here to tell you how to do things and how to get around with new ideas and stuff like that. Trust me, I mean, I steal ideas everywhere when I'm walking by a hotel, I'm looking at a magazine or watching a movie. You know, you got ideas. You just got to be willing to incorporate that into your lifestyle. What do you think, guys?
Gorgeous.
Any questions? What do you think?
Can you turn?
Hi, Curtis.
Jimmy, can you turn face?
Did you want to come
face
see my arrangement? Van? We have 4 people here today. Ben, I know you see all my stuff at the shop, but here.
I want to see because. Gorgeous. Oh my god.
You like?
Yes, and I definitely need to go back and watch how you did it because I love how that floaty thing is.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I need to. Did she show that? Did she do it?
Yeah.
I did it from
definitely
scratch.
From scratch.
I did it from scratch.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Wow.
So,
So this is actually can go to orchid show as a tabletop arrangement by itself.
well, usually I do this
Yeah.
for restaurants on the entryway. And you see in some of my orchid arrangement that it's probably about 30 plants in a big basket. And then I have a bigger version of this tree.
Yeah.
I will literally have 2/3 of plants suspended in the tree. And just have a little bit, because the altar for these places are so big and tall. Yeah, I think the last arrangement we did was almost 6 feet, 7 feet tall, because I had them all suspended in midair, and pray to God when we deliver that it doesn't fall on top of the other orchids. But anyway, so today was kind of a bonus for you guys, for the one that is at home, not spreading coronavirus or getting coronavirus. I appreciate you. Roger appreciate you. All the medical people appreciate you. Gia. Roger's like, yeah. Any questions? If you can't get this wire mount, if I can find some, I'll put it online. Not anytime
The
soon.
moss?
This is the wire moss.
Moss.
Yeah.
Wow.
The best thing about the wire moss is you can use it over and over again. It doesn't really decay. I use wire moss at my house because I don't use moss to cover the pots, because I have the same wire moss for years. If not, you could do fabric. You could do burlap.
No.
Norman, you need not to be heard. Well, if you're doing a barn scene, if you're doing, you know, it works, you know. If you're doing Sadie Hawkins Downs, I don't know, it works, you know. So, and then, oh, here's a trick to how to water. When I do arrangement that's 20 or 30 plant in there, you're wondering how you're going to pull it out in water, right? We're not going to do that. So there's a technique called a turkey baster. You're looking at Dorothy, you should have a turkey baster.
For orchid?
Yeah, I think there's 3 or 4 sizes of.
I'm sure.
I'm kicking Norman out.
You told me you summoned him in here earlier.
I summon you to be like ready when I'm done, not to be like my echo. This is why you guys love us, right? It just, there's no script. You would never know what Norman's gonna do to irritate me.
It would be useless to have a script.
It's a payback time for my jumper. But usually stealing my
For me
jumper.
stealing her his
Okay,
jumpers.
thanks.
This is why I come back from vacation, so I could do a pre-show to be abused.
I'm still on vacation.
I know you're still, and
My
then yeah,
favorite TLC though.
Jeff is still on vacation. He drove back in just to do this. Now, what was I saying?
Turkey baster.
Oh, thank you.
And 3 sizes.
Thank you. Curtis, can you just take him away? Yeah, so there's 3 sizes of turkey baster. So I think it's that medium size that measure out to be half a cup. Just work with me. Get the medium one, whatever makes out to be half a cup. And do it the really stupid way. You think it's so dumb. Why is Jamie teaching us this? But it works.
Do we have ice?
No, you cannot add ice. And if you do ice, you can make sure it's frozen with the fertilizer in it, so it's fertilized water. So do it like really dumb. You know, half a cup, 1 turkey baster per plant. Okay, don't go get the giant one and try to gauge it. Do half of it, the other 2. Just do the layman, just the dumbest way, and guarantee it works. Because otherwise, usually the one in the middle dies because it's over water. If you do the bottle thing. Even I do the bottle thing, and winter time I do it, and I go, I have this much. What the hell? Just put it in. I go, oh. And then as soon as I finish pouring, I know. 2 days later, the flowers are dying. The first flower because they got over water. So the turkey baster trick really works, because I have clients that bring them back, and everything died perfectly, and then I was like amazed. And a good friend of ours, she's now gone. She says, "Honey, it's just turkey baster. There's nothing hard about it. So that just try turkey baster."
Not just once a year.
Yes, Norman. I'm going to get some wholesale turkey baster, and this is what Norman's going to be doing. Turkey baster per plant. Okay, and if you're wondering why your orders come in really late, he is turkey bastering every plant. That'll be $5 for the jokes today. Just the in-house crowd. Just the in-house crowd are dying here. Hannah, come here, Hannah. You want to say hi? No? Yeah, you don't want nothing to do with this. Okay, guys, and have a good, safe Labor Day.
Well, thank you for this for the house.
And then we have fun. So, anyways, have a good one. We'll see you guys later. Did you get a picture of this? Because that way I could have it. Oh, here. Let's do it here.
Can you
Okay.
turn it just a little
Sorry.
this way?
Where's my phone? I need a picture of it. Sweet. No, where's my phone? Or Jeff, can you get a picture for me? Oh. Good? Any question, guys? They want Norman, don't they?
Yeah, Norman's up.
Norman?
He has tea back there too.
Huh?
He has tea back there.
Alright, guys, have a good one. Be safe. We'll see you next week. Rocks. I didn't anchor everything in.
You forgot Hannah.
Oh, there she goes.
She goes.
Brian.
Yes.
And we got a post here. Can you see this?
introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Norman Phal and Norman's Orchid, and we formed the company in 1986. I know we have a lot of new members here today. Welcome, and it is hot today. I think tomorrow could be 116, and that's why I've been drinking a lot of water and coffee. So I have too much caffeine right now. Okay, now how many of you have heard about Dorati's pulcherrima?
Is that a Phal?
Yes, it is now a Phalaenopsis now. Okay, so this is the typical Dorati well, it used to be called Dorati for pulcherrima, and it's very, now it's lumped into a Phalaenopsis, and always flower in the middle of summer. Okay, that right now. They usually start spiking about June, and this is the typical Dorati. Most people say this is, can you see the fuchsia? The color is really fuchsia in color. And okay, and this is the growth habit. That's sort of very. This is a very old plant, by the way. Is one of the. Don't worry about the number. I will feature this one on the show and tell. This is one of the most probably the one I've been using a lot in the 60s and 70s to cross with a big white Amabilus to give you the pink. And this is why sometimes we have Dorati, but because the genus. I still like to call Dorati because the leaf is really a little bit different than Phalaenopsis. You notice that they go upright, very similar to almost a Vanda. In fact, this can cross with Vanda, and Vanda and Phalaenopsis all belong to what we call the Vandaceous. Underneath here we have Vanda, Ascocentrum, Phalaenopsis, and Dorati. So anyway, so for the correctness, we just call it all Phalaenopsis now. And so this is the characteristic of Dorati. Always have this kind of leaf like this, compact, vertical. So this is the fuchsia color. It's a standard. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some of the very new and very exciting. And I have a teaser to you earlier. Okay. This is the pulcherrima, usually from Thailand, and the reason I always collect the species because as a hybridizer, we always need to have a species around. And I'm going to show you this one here. Okay. See the size difference? This is very exciting. This is a new species. Well, kind of new again. It's a pulcherrima latoria. Is NF2. The number of this, well, this is actually available. We just released this, and it's a species from Laos. Okay, look at the size difference. Okay, 30-40 years ago, we don't have this one. Well, most of the people in that time, they overlook, and so this, my assistant Brian. Hello, Brian. Come say hello. You're gonna be busy. Okay, Brian the breeder. Now you can have this. Crystal always like this micro mini. I know Crystal gonna have one of this or two. Look how pretty. Look at the size difference. Okay, this from C. This is about 3 years old and only in this tiny little pot. And they go upright. So between these two species, if you go under light, if you don't have if you have a tank, what you call it? Greenhouse, this is good. But if you have a small grow tent, okay, this is a much choice. Okay, so notice the difference in structure, and they all don't worry about the root. The root is actually respond from mega dry. In the summertime, they always throw a lot of root. So when I see the plant like this, if you not even if you go not in the moss or bark, remember this the Dorati. Go upright. They don't like to be overpotted. You can actually put them back in there. Okay. I usually like to do it after the flower, so the leaf is earlier. But we have thousands of plants, so we don't have the labor or time to manually put them in there. But this is see the difference. Okay. And So there's the main difference here. I want to show you this one. This is the hybrid. And guess what the hybrid? What's crossed with what? This one here.
I want to
we
know
will-
numbers.
Well, we're
can
gonna
put it
have.
out later.
I have this for show and tell.
Perfect.
This is actually a pulcherrima form, a species pulcherrima. Pulcherrima is another form of have a flare, a picketing, that was I personally was responsible to make sure they popularize in America because it was first discovered in the early 90s in about an hour south of Bangkok in the area, and the person who found that species, it had a naturally prolific flare. Okay, some of them can be yellow, dark yellow. Unfortunately, we don't have that form of the white version available. But when you cross the Pulcherrima champonensis and Bonina, you got this one. Okay, now Pulcherrima as a one parent. Okay, many of you are judges or student judge. Type and breeding. In our judging program, we always talk about type and breeding. Pulcherrima is very dominant in size of plant. Look at the leaf. Okay, this is Pulcherrima. This is Pulcherrima. Even with Bonina, which is have really big white leaf and short spike, it's going to be dominant. So when you see the Pulcherrima hybrid, you go, oh, the flower is so small. Big deal. Okay, judges, size is only 10 point. Okay, 10 point. But they look at how it increased the flower count, the height. Remember this. This is the parents, and this, and with at the end result, okay, this is the KS Humble. Okay, it had the best. Pulcherrima as a species can keep flower for about 2 feet long. It keep blooming, and they love the hot weather. So if it's in Florida, they will flower all the way to December for you. In California, they typically will keep blooming until the end of October, November, when it cool off. Okay, so if you work in the you live in Florida or South Florida, more power to you. They will keep blooming until they kind of cascading and just on and on and on, just like energy bunny. Okay, they just heat. Or if you go under light, you can control your temperature and the light. More power to you. But this is what happened. Look at this. This is the one from last spring because they crossed with Bonina. Okay, so they can flower earlier, keep sequential flower, keep blooming and on, and they also have fragrance. Okay, amazing. So if you can see that really like this is why we, well, especially for myself, I like to use Pulcherrima in a lot of breeding. You might see a lot of the what we offer. This new one called Summer Rose. Remember the blue? Okay, that is the Pulcherrima, and the Pulcherrima also comes with a blue form also. Can I have the blue from a Pulcherrima? Okay. They also come with a blue from a Pulcherrima. See how cute these are? We're going to show and tell. And the blue cerulean form is going to make, you see the size different? Okay. Very compact. And when the Pulcherrima cerulean form cross with the violet and indigo, it gives you the purple martin. And this is the purple martin. It's been blooming since March. Okay, so this is why a lot of the hybridizer in America, they totally forgot about this species. And this is why I think for my series, we're going to do one species, and then we talk about the effect of the breeding and also the growing habit. So you're not just buying plant from me or just a plant. It's very important you know the species background so you know how to take care of it. Okay, so this is Pulcherrima purple martin. I think I offered you before. So I love blue, and luckily there is a Sururia form of pulcherrima that we can use for breeding. Okay. And then when the pulcherrima cross with equestrians. Okay, so like this one here, I'm going to show you. Okay, this is one of the NF2553. Okay. You see that this is a hybrid. And this have equestrian in the background. You see here? And look at the domination. Look at the plant habit. Every time if you see the leaf like this, you can always want to impress your friend in the orchid club or your spouse. This one have pulcherrima in the background. Almost like you stop speaking French. Anyway, but this is the effect. Look at it. You can cross with the species with equestrian, or it can be a Sururia form. And look at this. I'm very excited about this because this is made by my first intern, and he made this and he offered this to me. First bloom on this. Okay. Any questions so far? So the culture, and then I'm going to do a little bit upon the culture later. Oh, okay. Brian have this number here. This is I'm going to show you later. Okay, this is a wonderful, wonderful species to have. Okay, and a lot of time when we do species, we don't do a lot of them. Maybe a couple hundred, and then it will be gone for about a year to 2 years. So if you're new here, on my website, if I put in a note say limited. Okay, with a limited mean with that right now we just doing the summer inventory. With a limited, that means we have 25 plant or less. Okay, so I know people like to put it on the wish list. Okay, and then the guy said, "Oh, it's gone." Well, I'm sorry. First come, first serve. Just like we actually a couple of the species will release later have the podcast member in mind. Okay, so you guys get the order first. Okay, and then the Karen at the sales department, support department, they come in the order they come in. They got the first bigger print when they go out. Okay, but we always pick a bigger spec for our customer anyway. And they also create micro mini. This is Appendigiata by pulcherrima, and some of you have this already. Appendigiata is one of those micro species, very small, but when they cross with pulcherrima, it's not used in this form. I think it's used in the diploid form, very similar to this type. Okay, but you can look how pretty the leaf. Okay,
And it's in spike, you can barely see it.
yeah, and yeah, this is the okay. Brian, can you find the end of this? Okay, so again, I want to show you. It's wonderful. Okay, this is the one, the pulcherrima champonensis crossed with Bernina. Okay, so you can order online, and the nice thing about this one here, you notice it here. The nice thing about Dorythinopsis, it's actually very similar to Phalaenopsis. You can cut it. Sometimes we accidentally break the spike. They will give you a second spike again. And that is the charming about the pulcherrimas. Okay. For example, the one that species from Laos, it got broken off by accident, and it's going to have a secondary spike branching out. And that's wonderful about pulcherrima. You're going to behave like Phalaenopsis. If you break the spike off, you're going to give you the second spike. So this is what sometimes when it get really long, just leggy, I just break it in half, and they have a secondary spike coming up Roger, can you see the secondary spike? This is actually emerging spike right there.
See, show that one.
You see, there's a bud there. Okay, as soon as I cut this off, I won't do it. Okay, this will come out. Okay, so I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Can you show the base of that flower? It's like growing kind of cool.
Look at me.
Can you show the base of the fuchsia one?
This one here?
Yeah, the fuchsia, the big one.
Oh, the big one. About what?
Like the bottom of it.
The bottom?
The
Yeah.
roots.
Oh wow, that's how cool does that grow?
Yeah. I will show you. It's really cool. Okay.
Oh
And the same one.
wow.
Make it right.
Make it right.
Okay. And when I will show you something really, look how cool. Okay. Alright. So the culture on this is they love heat, okay? So you never want to repot them in the middle of the winter, okay? The only best time for you to repot them is when you see them have a new root coming up, okay? Don't do it in the fall. Don't do it in the knowing the spiking habit. You want to do it when you see the root coming up, okay? This one is a perfect example of this particular one, okay? It's MC807, and we propagate by division. Okay, Brian, can you do a MC number on this? We'll show it to you later. Okay. So pulcherrima, being think about that for Florida, it grow a lot of venda. You can actually tap them, and they get really leggy. Okay. So this is the perfect example of getting too leggy. Okay. Okay. So I have two choices. I can repot it and then to a bigger pot. Okay. But I think for our nursery, we have
Oh no.
What?
this is a previous being frame. Okay, so this is what we call topping. Okay, and a lot of time with pulcherrima, well, they do that with venda anyway. Always. So what I do like this right now, you see here? Now
Oh.
I can start another plant like this. Okay. This is how we propagate the stock plant on this. So then with this is why you always want to have mega 5 cent. Just a precaution. You put a couple drop of concentrated 5 cent, and that will take care of it. Sometimes I will leave it alone and let it dry up, but because right now it's so hot, humid, your chance of getting rotting is more, usually about 50-50. So I would dump it here and let it dry, and then set them aside, and then do not water for about 2-3 weeks. What is in particular, this is in the moss. So now we have released the upper dominant. Okay, so the next week I'm going to spray mega dry, and what a mega dry to do is you're going to have, since the upper dominant is finished, you're going to have even more cakey coming from the base. Okay, and then maybe another 3-4 years later, you're going to have another rosette or fall plant, and then we can propagate that way. So this is what we call, if you look at the MC number, it will say, this one, it will be said division. And you say, what the heck can we division on Phalaenopsis? Well, this is, now you've seen it. Okay, so now this, on the other hand, okay, I can put some 5 cent here. I will let it air dry, and the weather like this will be good for about 2 days. then I can simply just pot them up. I would remove this one again. Okay, it's okay. Then I will submerge this part below the potting soil, and that's how you got a plant like this.
And you would do that in moss?
You can do it in moss or whatever your favorite bark. Okay, whatever you're comfortable. Okay, but usually Dorachinopsis can be in the moss or bark. Okay. All right. How are we doing so far? Beside that topping. Okay, so this is good.
Everybody's still trying to get their hearts going again.
Okay, now this is the most exciting that I showed you earlier. Okay, I think it's so exciting. Just like, you know, you never know about what's going to be in the jungle. Okay. When I was on the American Orchid Society, and I used to be on the research science committee, and back in the early '90s, American Orchid Society, we funded some research fund for Russian scientists to go to. That's about the time when the North and South merged and they opened up. So he went to the North Vietnam, the area never gone before. So that's why we rediscovered the Deltonanii from Vietnam, and one of them is, I think, is this form. So this is a Phalaenopsis pulcherrima. How exciting is this? And the only one had the variegated leaf. Okay, so we only released the one without flower. There's only about 5 of this have flower, but these are miniature. The plant don't get big, and the flower ready. So we had 2 sizes. The mature size about like this, and people always say, "What's the difference between mature size and the premium?" Okay, this is mature size. Okay, mature size is by genus, by the type of orchid, not by pot size. Pot size is very misleading. This is the mature size from seed, about 3 years. This is an extra minimum a year. So this is the premium size. So you have a choice. You want this side or this side. Okay. So Brian will get busy with this one is in flower. Luckily, we have some Studeriana with a variegated leaf. We got some silver leaf Shuriana. So Brian, we're going to be busy making crosses. So maybe in 3 to 5 years, I know we also something to look forward. Okay, you guys are young. Okay, maybe in 3 years to 4 years, we have a seeding available. So remember today that I'm making this promise. Okay, so this is so exciting about what's going on. Okay, and you learn it here first. Okay, this is the type that I am passionate about to do this, because now the grower only interested in selling to the big box store. They do like this because this takes extra long time to grow them, another year or 2 years, and so they don't like this. That's fine. Let's do this, and then we have more fun with it. How pretty is this? Okay, so it is gonna be. Don't worry about. We're gonna have this number as show and tell. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about the culture. Okay. Pulcherrima being like this. Okay, they always had this like what we call the U shape. Okay, so it's more critical that when you water, they tend to have waters to stay in the crop. Okay, so that is when then you can make sure when you water, or if you're indoor or your house is going outdoor. The perfect outdoor year round in Florida or places don't freeze. Make sure you have extra fan so the leaves dry out. Or if you go inside the windowsill, okay, you might not have the extra fan there. Just make sure the day of your water, you make sure that you just kind of tilt it, okay? Tilt it. Make sure the water don't stay in the crop or here, and also being the shape like this, insect also find it very comfortable to hide there. So sometimes the mini bud love to hide underneath here because sometimes the leaf, especially the species, they're very close at the angle. So it's sometimes when we spray them, when you spray pesticide, it's hard to reach them. So always inspect the area right here to make sure they don't have water and the insect. And other than that, I found Dorythinopsis and the cross, the primary hybrid. What is good about them is they're very heat resistant. They are pretty disease resistant and also very fast grower. Look at this. This is a not yet released, but it's a chrome. We only call the best. Look at this. It's a probably the 4N, and this is probably a purple gem. You don't even need to spike it. Like a characteristic from the pulcherrima 4N. And look how pretty the leaf. Very, very handsome. Okay, it's perfect. Like this. Put in the sleeves. Okay. Now, and I want to mention about this one here, since I know a lot of you will get this. Being a variegated one, okay, they like shadier. I know, because most of the pulcherrima can take a lot of sun. The regular pulcherrima, the 4N one, take a much like a cattleya. But the variegated one, the reason they've been variegated one is canopus for them to hide from other stuff. So they don't have so you want to go to shadier. So this type you can go in with your variegated Shuriana, the species, or any other variegated one. By the fall, I should have another segment on growing variegated orchid, not just Phalaenopsis, anything variegated. There's different kind of culture, but basically you want to have a reduced light. You know, the first thing you can kill them or make it uncomfortable is put them side by side with regular bright pulcherrima or coniferaceae, which one can take a lot of light. Even though they are from a very similar area, but because of variegation, you want to be shade less light, especially in the summertime right now. A lot of shade, okay? And other than that, the feeding is about the same. The watering. Basically, just follow my what we use here, the Norman's Optimum fertilizer here. And if you are new, this is the essential kit with the 5 cent. Okay, I think this is very good. So now you know what's involved with pulcherrima. So now you know any of the species have pulcherrima in the background. Very comfortable with them because they are very easy to grow. They take the heat, and if they cross with Phalaenopsis, the equestrian, they're gonna give you a lot of flower. Okay, and the sequential flower cross with Bonina can be sequential like this, and also have fragrance. So, and if I didn't tell you this had Bonina in the background, you wouldn't know. That's how dominant the pulcherrima is, especially the first and third generation. And I just love this. If you haven't had this one here, the last time we offered them was 3 years ago. So we're able to bring back again. So we should have insufficient, we're about less than 100 plant. So you don't want to wait because it's one of the must-have. If you like fragrance, you have fragrance. It's just that behavior novelty. It has sequential habit, and you don't even. And the pulcherrima, look at this. You don't even need to spike it. Okay, and it's earthquake proof. Okay, how are we doing today? Are you getting cool? I'm sorry, it's so hot here. I think being up here, I think it's about 90 degrees up here. Drink a lot of water, and we do have orchid outside. So I know mega dry, we always say do it once a month. But tomorrow morning, I'm personally going to spray all my outdoor orchid. Yes, I do have an area, even Phalaenopsis, even the mini cat with the Sophanalis in the background. We have an area where we call a stress test. Yes, and I'm gonna, because next week, tomorrow is not the day to do the mega dry, but I will do mega dry because we have an experiment. Mega Dry will help you the plant more resist to stress on them, and I will show you some of the picture tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm gonna make a dry because tomorrow will give me 111. Okay. But I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna water them today. Okay. So tomorrow the plant will be nice and moist. So if you think your plant are getting really stressed, go ahead and make a dry tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow morning, do it early in the morning. It's gonna help the plant epidermis. You know, just like me have this skin. Make it more resistant to heat. Okay, do a wonderful, wonderful thing. I have Phalaenopsis. I've been growing outdoor. I put it shadier, Vanilla, Malaysia, all the primary hybrid outdoor right now since May. So you even go through the 105, but tomorrow will be a big test. 114 yeah. So, but I do have a stress because I cannot tell you what the product can do without doing it myself. This is why the Mega Dry, we do our research and development for 5 years, because the people who have the proprietary enzyme, they know what to do for soybean and corn, but had nothing to know about ornamental. So that's why I come in and we did it. At first, I was kind of skeptical. Really, you can do that? But orchid are slow grower. But my background in scientific research, the data proved to me that when you spray Mega Dry, only take 2 hours. You can get the enzyme at the root tip. And I said, oh, okay. Then it sold me, because if you don't give me the science data, and in order to do that, we literally killed 2,000 of Phalaenopsis clone. Do a tissue analysis on the shoot tip root flower, every different segment to get the root data on them. So that's why we test it, and then we find out the optimum ratio for orchiness. I grow all kind of orchid here. If you've been here, I have A to Z. I don't want to have different formulation for different orchid. We don't have the time. I have, you know, some people say, oh, we have a small nursery here, so we can do everything order by hand. No, we have a big nursery. We have over 20 greenhouses, and every plant is watered by hand, because this is a specialty nursery. So we want to give every plant that we sell have a best tender loving care that before we send you. Then that's why people always give us a feedback, and we appreciate that. Give us a feedback how they arrive, and sometimes, you know, just like FedEx will go, anything go out in the box is kind of like FedEx says, "Eloga." But we try our best to do this. So this is the. If no more question on the pulcherrima, okay, we're gonna go into the show and tell. Okay, how many weeks is this one here? This is Norman
3
Smith.
to 4 months. 3 to 4 months.
For those a new one, this is the one I pinched the flower to give you only 1 flower.
There's a new leaf coming out.
Huh?
New leaf coming out now.
And a new
Bonus.
leaf here.
Oh, I haven't seen the new leaf yet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right, let's do the show and tell. What do you have? Oh. Oh. Okay, so this is the one. I think if you like species, I recommend to get this one, and because it's Labor Day's weekend. So Eric, of course, he's not here. Eric is watching us from Las Vegas. Eric is nice enough to put a lot of special for a lot of. This is mature size. It's on sales for only $20. Okay, it's the regular $25 to $20, and the spiking. Okay, first come first serve. Spiking is only 28. Okay, so jot this number down. Grab the. I would grab the spiking one first. Okay, $28. You can lose, and then mature size for $20. Okay, enough. This is a beautiful new species from Laos. Okay, and what the picture did not show you, if I take the flower outside and look closely, the flower had that what we call the diamond dust texture, really shiny on them. Okay, next. Oh, okay. Okay, we are. If you like equestrian or miniature, okay, this is in the background of this one here. So this is the equestrians Sururia, and there's many forms of equestrians, and we almost sold all of this one. So this is the last chance if you like something in flower. Okay, the quantity is very limited. The Sururia form always flower in the summer. Okay, there are some spring blooming from Philippines, but this is the form that always flower in the summertime, and we also use a lot of ingredient. Look how branching having. Okay, so this is the equestrian Sururia NF1853. Okay, now this is the one that this is the number. Now this is one of my I like this cross. I think Jamie still one of my selected for jumper before, and I think Richard got the best one. That one I was gonna save for myself with 3 spikes on the first broom. And well, gracious heart, Richard, thank you. Richard had the best one because I never seen one with 3 spikes. Okay, but nevertheless, they're still good. Look at this, 2 spikes. Okay, and this is extra special because it's been remade by my intern, and Ken Lin, and he's back in Taiwan, and he has his own nursery now. So he said, "Oh, Norman, I make a crosses." She's been influenced by me, so I said, "Do something that will be flower in the middle of summer, naturally. So it will be good for your business in Taiwan. It's the summer that everybody needs something in flower in the middle of summer." Okay, so this is what his result. So this is cross with candy sugar, which is very similar to this one here.
Crystal says hers has 3. Crystal says hers has 3 too.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she get the 3rd spike. So it's cross between this one here, but with a flare, pickety, okay? With a orange form of equestrian. Okay. Remember the species equestrian that this is orange form. Okay. No. So remember this number, and Eric said let's do a special for the Whatever's Day. So is he had put a 2 for I think $35 each and 2 for $65. Okay, so if you want to get 2 of the seating, I guarantee that every one of the seating will be different.
2 for 60.
Really? How much each? 35? Wow. Wow. Eric has been nice. Okay, good.
He's happy. He's going.
That's
to
why he's in
this
Vegas.
weekend.
I'm
He
here.
went to Vegas. He's doing the deals.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he better make some money. Okay. But look at this. Okay. I love this cross. Okay, this had the best of the species pulcherrima. When you buy 2, or sometimes when we offer this kind of package deal, I have people buy this 3 set of 2. You can tell me, I can put in a note and a special shipping instruction. Put a note say, Norman, pick one is with a bigger leaf and the one with a smaller leaf. You know why? The one with a smaller leaf will be more very influenced by the species equestrians. The species, okay, the species equestrians. So it might have more flower, and the one with the bigger leaf usually will be influenced by pulcherrima. Okay, so 50% might be all like this. Some of it might be flare, some will be darker. So this could be fun. So you can buy 2 set of 2, and everybody later on, another couple months or a month, can put picture of what you come up with. Okay, this could be fun. And this is the stage we're going to send out. Okay, and Brian, what do you have next one? Oh, okay. This is the one I showed you earlier, pulcherrima by Bonina, and it's fragrance. Keep blooming. You see here? You never cut the last time. This spring has 2 spikes. Okay. Everybody got a number down? Okay, I'm gonna pass by. Can be a test. Tell us about the fragrance.
Let's see.
You see the pulcherrima
yeah.
here?
It
How
smells
is it?
beautiful.
Very kind of rosy, sweet. Yeah.
Very sweet.
Nice thing about the heat we have right now is this kind of heat is wonderful for all the fragrant orchid. It be so powerful. This is why a lot of time people open the box and the aroma just hit them right away. Okay. Right. Oh, this is the new one, new introduction. Purple Gem, but it's a remake using the pulcherrima, and this is a new chrome. So you can see the pulcherrima, champonensis, the flare, inference, and this chrome was selected. I kind of cute because this one have a lot of inference from equestris, so the leaf look very soft, kind of cute like equestris, so smaller in size. So this is very cute. It's called Purple Gem. Some of you have one already and they love it. And so this is the Purple Gem, fantastic, polaric. So every time you see, I put my own last name, fantastic. It gotta be really good. All right. So this is new. Only about 50 plant. So if don't wait on this one, they are in season right now. And for the species person, this is the pulcherrima sururii. I showed you earlier, and very rare. The last time we have this one is about 2-3 years ago. So we got this one here. This is actually have a nice interesting story. We got this strand not from Asia, not from Thailand, but it's actually from one year I was in travel in Florida back in right after the Miami show in late 90. I went to visit. I believe this is the strand from the Selby Garden, and if you remember, Selby Garden in Florida is one of the rescue center for USDA. What does that mean is when so this is very good. So I believe this is from the original jungle strand, not the main improvement. So again, if you like species, look how wonderful. And I put this one in the bark, okay, because they like to be dry a little bit. So this is the size, miniature. Okay, I know Corey gonna get one. Okay, this is miniature. They don't get any bigger than this, but a lot of time the flowers just keep blooming and blooming. Okay. Then the new one. Okay, it is released on the website now. So everybody, if you like this one, okay, I think we only have about 50 gonna release the first time. So do not wait, because that's why I released today. So the podcast customer got the order first. You guys got to order first, okay? So the minute by tomorrow we should look at how many order come in, or by Tuesday, and then they're gonna take it out, okay? So trust me, order now, because they're not gonna. The next time we offer them, maybe next spring, or possible, depending on inventory we have. Okay, thank you. Okay, now this is the one, the most weighted. Can you hold this for me? Chrome. Okay, this is the one we do it by topping. The one I did earlier like this. Okay, so this is in my collection for about 25 years. You asked me how long is okay. This is about 25 years. The plant is older than that. So we do it by, we don't, for Dorichinopsis is it's harder to public stem crop. So but they proliferate very much. So we always should that's why we only offer this every 5 years. We do it by topping. And when we top in, and then we're gonna wait for the rosette to come up again. So this is the one, if you're interested for your collection, for you really like on something unusual. This is the one to get. Okay. Oh, For the Tetrapus lover, the alba is in season. Okay, alba is so rare before, and I do it by sea. So now I can offer you very reasonable, and I can tell you this is the F1, 100% all pure white. You know, some of the alba when you self it or savor it, if it's not pure, you're gonna get some different color tone. But this is a very good strength for me. And that's 757, and that means Norman Fan. It means seeding. Okay, not MC is chrome. So if you don't have an alba form yet, get this strength. Okay, and look at this. It's a sequential flower. This one has 3 spikes. This is from last 2 years, and this is the new one. And this still in a 2.5 inch pot. Isn't it cute? It's just a very, that's why Tetrapus is a very given species. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is the fun one. Okay. I have a lot of new member ask me, what is this one here? Okay, this is Norman Smith. Okay, this MC419. Okay, I have 2 sizes, regular size. This is the regular size. When you got an AM, it's for over 5 inches. Okay, so you can get a small size, it's cheaper, or you can get. I think now we have this size available, and this is the one I promise you we're gonna help. You can get this size because I think for $10–15 more, this will flower for you for Christmas. Okay, and this is the one. If you want to do something fun, and have you seen the 8-inch Phalaenopsis? Okay, focus. You can get this size, and now
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna get a crane.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, ready? I want to cut it. This is the first bud. Okay. I want to cut it right about here, not too close, and then voila. So the whole spike only have 1 flower, and I'm going to leave this one here, and we're going to have every week we're going to see how it develops. Okay. So what happened here is, for those of you who are new, in Phalaenopsis we have what we call apical dominant. Okay. So once your apical dominant release, all this energy from you can it's so the stem is so strong you don't even spike it. All this energy from this plant can be focused on this flower only, and eventually because the apical dominant is released, you might have a side shoot coming up. You want to keep breaking it, and we will break it together. So and maybe by Christmas we're gonna have a flower this big.
Wow.
I promise you. Because all the energy. So this is fun. You order this size. This is the premium size. The regular size is going to give you the one to enjoy, smaller plant. But I think the fun one will be getting this size. And let's have a competition. Who had the biggest flower? All this energy going to be focused on this one here, and it's going to be. And I've seen it before. This on this chrome, 8-inch flower. Okay, you want to give me that would be the talk of the town at Christmas party.
If there is one.
All right. Thank you. Any more? Oh, Brian. Oh, Brian's on fire today. He gave us a lot of nice one.
I need to get the wire basket.
The wire basket. Okay. This, if you like, the Piketty. This is the wonderful, wonderful Piketty. Do I have a number here? Right.
On the
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. This one here is wonderful. We had the flower every single one of them because when they do the stem part on the Piketty, sometimes reverse because this is a mutation. So we flower only about 60% of this. So when we sell you, will be exactly the Piketty. You get what you pay. You get what you have, and The plant is tall, so we had to build some shipping charge to it. But it's wonderful, wonderful plant. It's heavy substance. It have emollients in the background, so it's one of the novelty with white. So this is going to give you many months of enjoyment. Look how pretty the leaf. Okay, so very unusual.
And that's the side branching you were talking about that may happen.
Yes. So when this one, you're gonna have side branches. So we're gonna release it. Okay. Next. Oh. Okay. We don't want people to upset because we don't show. This is something very unusual. Just write the number down. MC20838 is Dendrobium spectaculus. Okay. Everybody knows the spectaculus. But this one is a yellow one. Gold is a monochrome, so it's 100%. Spectaculus, the gold one, is half of the size as the regular one. So if you're a Cattleya grower, Dendrobium grower, wonderful. This can go for your outdoor in frost-free area, and this is blooming size. Okay, so go online and Crystal gonna give you a recap with a link to it. So you look at the picture, it's amazing. Get some bigger one. Oh, and then of course for the micro mini, this is actually a very new species from Vietnam. It's a micro mini lady zipper, and don't let the leaf confuse you. Usually the solid leaf is a cool grower, but this is a warm grower. Okay, you can go them with Phalaenopsis. We go them with Phalaenopsis, and very perfect for under light. And this is mature size. It's just charming. Very waxy substance. Okay. If you like for the pack grower. So I think what we're doing is with Brian's help, on the show and tell, we're gonna do a lot of try to do a different genus.
What that was only about 8 inches, right? 8, 9 inches.
That's
height.
yeah.
Yeah, 8,
That's
9
it.
inches. Yeah.
What's next? Okay. And then okay, we're gonna have something for people in Florida. Okay.
My favorite.
Now, I don't go a lot to Vanda, but the blue Vandacia, Cerurea, I told you it's good. So but we don't go in the basket because we're not in Florida. So we always go out with Vanda in the pot. Okay, so these are going in the bark. So this is the stage we're gonna send you. Okay, we're gonna send the stage like this. Okay, order the inspect. We have 2 sizes. This is the earliest one. They got been mega dry and then boom, they goes. We're gonna sell a lot of this one this year, so don't wait. This is the best one that will flower twice a year. It got Vanda Cerurea in the background. Vanda Cerurea can take colder temperature down to about 50 degrees. So this hybrid is perfect for if you live in Pacific Northwest, in a cooler area, they're perfect for them. So this is the size we'll send you. So this will be flower perfect for by Thanksgiving. Okay, so this is NF. This one here. Huh? It's not released yet? Okay, don't worry, we will release later. Don't count. Make sure on the website.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
After the podcast.
Up to the podcast. Okay. Don't not that from right now. Okay. Any more? Right? Any more? Okay, let's complete the podcast today.
Catherine wants to know if there's compact Vandas.
Yes. Yes, they do.
We should show our.
I will do a podcast with Holographs hybrid. Another one. We could do something show it to you next week because it's coming to spike.
We should show Rancostylus, the foxtail orchids. As
Well, yeah, they're
There's just so much stuff to do. You know?
Yeah. We have more than Phalaenopsis.
Yeah, we grow more than Phalaenopsis. I do want to. Hold on, Norman. I do wanted to. People keep asking me the size of the baskets. These are great, especially for the Crestra stuff that kind of cascade. You kind of hang them, and I think a lot of people are using Jeff's light. These are able to hang on the rack as well. So if you have plants that you want to spread out and give it more air, these baskets are great to give it air movement. So it's perfect size, 4 inch and 3-inch. Wow.
Wow.
Well, I'm very nice to Jamie. Instead of she stealing my stuff all the time.
I don't steal. It's part of my third of the company.
I think I'm gonna in the spirit of the holiday. I'm gonna have you say thank you for the
No, you guys say thank you.
I'm gonna read you this one, okay? But anyway, this is amazing. This is the Hanging hybrid with Golf Idiot, and you saw the Golf Idiot we had before, the really dark one. So the blooming size, and this is all I have.
Wow.
Okay,
This is it?
10
This is it?
plants. 10, 12
Well,
plants.
by the time
12 of the flowers.
by the time with the flask get to this size, some of them die. We throw away the weaker one. So we always keep the strongest plant. So this can go to her for jumper, and
This will go to my house.
stop it.
There is 10 now.
Stop
This
it.
is the best one. Okay, I'll
Stop
take
it.
this one.
Stop it. You're a business major. Okay. Now everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay.
No, there's not 12.
11.
There's 11. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Great. So this is the complete my last
10.
podcast. Okay.
The cameraman's like, dude, that's it. That's it, guys. That's it. You got somewhere to go, Roger?
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. Actually, hey guys, have a great Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Drink lots of water. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. And Jumper starts at 10 Pacific time tomorrow morning. Hey, people are clapping. You guys are forgetting.
Oh my God.